Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get everything focused. Hi. How's everybody doing? Hi, Barbara, Robin, Wee Hootie, Queen, Louise, Kat. Can y'all hear me okay? Elizabeth, Spooky House. Hi, Diana. Hi, Bells. Bellas. Hi, Jeannie. How's everybody doing? You hear me okay? All right, good. Thanks, guys. So we're going to finish. And I just set this up to make it look a little more festive. Hi, Mika. Hi, Dawn. Anybody else I missed? Oh, you're welcome, Jeannie. Hi, Nick and Tina. Hi, Nia. Kat, G, Diana. Sorry, guys. Hi, Victoria. Hi, everybody popping in. Oh, you like the decor? I thought it would be kind of, like a little festive. Oh, but I do need to take a photo of it for my YouTube's. Make sure it's. Yeah, let's see here. Let's have a thumbnail. Hi, Zeely. Got your watercolor book. Oh, good. Yay. Congratulations on the winning of it. Hi, Crafty Kitty. I know I'm missing some people. Carrie Ann, Victoria. Thanks, everybody. If you're watching the recording, I always spend a little bit of time saying good morning, talking to people coming in. Yeah. So what's everybody doing today? It's hump day. Where's Phil? Oh, there he is. Mike. Hi, Tiffy. Hi, B. Jean. So, yeah, I'm going to finish coloring this page right here. And then I did get my new color book. So, yeah, Phil. Oh, have you not seen that commercial, Crafty Kitty? I think it's Geico. It's an insurance. I think it is. Anyway. So there's a big camel walks into an office with all the cubicles. And he's going, do you know what day it is? Do you know what day it is? It's hump day. So that's where that's from. Yeah. No, it's not the new camera. It's on the way. It has shipped. It'll probably either be here, probably tomorrow. It could be here today, but it's not the new camera yet. This camera is awesome. As long as the light doesn't change, as long as you don't go from black to white or, zoom and then try to go from black to white, because it doesn't have light lock. That's a secret, people. It's the light lock is the secret. Yeah, just YouTube it. It'll come right up. Just put in Phil Camel. Hump day. Put in hump day camel. You'll find it. Yeah. Have you seen new Geico commercial with meerkats? No, I don't think I've seen the meerkats. Well, I might have, Zeely, but usually I ignore commercials for the most part. Or if I record something, I fast forward through the commercials. So yeah. Yeah, good to have you, Tiffy. That's a cute name. Where are you from, Tiffy? Hi, Faithful Mass. Okay. All right. Good to have you. Welcome. Hi, Melody. Look, she put in everybody's name she could at all at once. uh, yeah, I'll have to look for the meerkats. Our two cats look like meerkats sometimes when they stand up on their hind legs. It's really cute. I don't know if y'all saw, I posted some pictures on Twitter. I'll show them to you. I posted some pictures on Twitter of the last couple of days when I've caught them napping. Made me think of the fibs. Okay. I'll have to look for it. Well, let me go. I could probably do it now. Well, let me find those pictures first. Hi, Time. Time to be creative. That's a nice name, Time. Hi, Stars. Let's see here. Here we go. Let me turn down the light. So these are the pictures that I posted on Facebook. I mean, Twitter. This one, that one. I think those are the three. It could have been different. I know this one for sure. Hi, Nanamo. I'm well. Hope you're well too. Hi, Muffy. Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly. Painty girl. Such cute kid. Yeah, they are cute. Wish I could sleep that soundly. Oh, I know, right? You haven't seen Pierre and yeah, I haven't brought them out, Melody. Yeah, I got Eileen the Enabler Elf. Okay, let's see. Let me turn my light back up here. And let's see. Let me go to YouTube. Let's make sure the volume's down. I just want to let's see. Meerkat Geico ad. Meerkat spread office gossip. let me watch this. Oh yes, I have seen this. I have seen this one, Zeely. I just didn't know I didn't know what it was for. Yeah. I have seen that. It's cute. Yeah. Hi, Janet. Hi, Pacola. You want to see that I do? I'll try to get them out one day when I have time to, because I'll have to explain it all. You know, I'll have to explain all the characters and who's done what. I don't have time today. We got to finish that. And I got my new color book. So I didn't pull out the whole family. I didn't bring the whole family in here. They're in the other room. So, yeah. I just got Eileen, our enabler elf. And I have this at Lynn. Lynn, I guess, makes these little mice. Look at this here. Look. And I have to say, Lynn, and look, she puts them on the little bread labels. I mean, the bread ties. Isn't that cute? The cats got a hold of it. I caught them before they did any damage, Lynn. But yeah. The cats thought it was a real mouse. I think they might have broke a whisker. I don't know. Hi, Pamela. Isn't that cute? Hi, Scoops. So yeah, it went well with Eileen the Enabler Elf here this morning. Oh, I'm sorry. Kimberly, did you make it? Didn't I say you made it? Or did I say Lynn? I meant Kimberly. I'm sorry. Did I say the wrong name? I'm sorry, Kimberly. I'm sitting here looking right at your tag. I'm looking at it right here and I don't know why I called you Lynn. I probably looked up and saw a name. Yeah. Did I call you Lynn? I meant Kimberly. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Kimberly made it. She had it in a little bag with this little tag. See, I didn't want to, I tore the bag rather than mess up the bow. So, yeah, a little tag that came with it. Hi, Terry. They're so cute. Want to give them. Oh, I know. And I do every day, Crafty Kitty. I hug and squeeze them, pick them up, love on them. And by the way, both of them now are getting used to their harnesses. Well, Oliver has already been used to the harness outside. And what do you call it? Malibu. Malibu is now walking around with it. Yeah, I know. I got it right here. I'm looking for it. I know. I try to do 10 things at once. I'm trying to read chat, look things up. I know. I'm looking. I'm looking for it. Y'all got to be a little patient. I am one person trying to do it all. Let's see here. Got to welcome our cougar. So excited to see the new coloring book. Okay, yeah. So hi, Siren. That'll be after a while. I got to finish this first. We have to, because I said I would. So I'm going to finish this before I show the new color book. I know. I usually can do 20 things at once, but yeah. Melody, it's a little bit of pan pat, just a tiny bit of the red is still there, but pretty much it's her tail's clean. Yeah. You're welcome, Terry. So yeah. Hi, Mark. How you doing? So yeah, yesterday I spent the whole day doing Happy Mail. I am down to 1 day a week. It was there for a while, 3 days a week. So I have cut back and it's down to 1 day a week. So I spend usually Tuesday, once in a while it's a Thursday, depending on how, what things going on in my life. But I usually spend Tuesday doing Happy Mail all day. If I am done with classes, it's time to get my order. Oh, good. Hey, how was your class, Siren? And yesterday I missed what class it was, or I don't remember. What class were you taking the test on yesterday? And did you get your coat and hat? Hi, Beanie Girl. Hi, Susan. Susan did finally get her bulldog envelope in the UK. And Sammy did get her dog portrait that we did for her. She got hers as well. So they both got them in the UK. Now I got to wait for Melody to get Rex, her Rex portrait across the world. So hopefully it will get there, a week or so, Melody. Hopefully. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Galena. I'm a psychology. Okay. And yes, you have your hat. Okay, Siren. Oh. Hi, Teresa. I'm trying to catch everybody coming in. And thanks again, Kimberly, for the little mouse. That is so cute. Look, guys, it's got little, I think these are pistachio ears. And I love that she used a bread tie for the base. Isn't that adorable? My cats thought so when I caught them carrying it off. First thing that this whole room, you've seen this room. They come in here and they find that. Of all the things in my room they could have got and picked up and played with, they found the little mouse. It's just so funny. I know, isn't it cute, Terry? Yeah. So yeah, Melody, hopefully you'll get you'll get Rex. Well, you get 2 Rexes because for those of y'all didn't know, I redid it because I didn't like the first one. But I did send Melody both of them. So she can have the one we did on stream, and then I redid it. And the one you saw posted online, that's the redo. So I sent them both to her just because, she might as well have 2 Rexes, right? You made 74 of them, Kimberly? Oh my gosh. Hi, Sarah. They are so cute. And the way you had them packaged in the little bag with the little tag. What can you say? They're goodies. They know what they go by. I know, right? Hi, Dawn. Hi, everybody. So yeah, it's hump day. It is hump day. Got Phil here. But we're going to go ahead and finish. We're going to finish coloring this page out of Serene. And then I did get my new color book. And also I pulled 2 more out that we'll try to get to this season. So this is the one that Jen Reading with Pugs sent me. And then this one is the one that Aaron Shepard sent me. And Wendy Edelston is the artist. And you can follow her on Instagram. And so we did a little bit in this one when we got it. But there's tons to do, and it's very detailed. So I want to get back to working. In this one. We might work on it every Christmas for the next 10 years. We might work on it till we finish it. I don't know. So the Baker's Dozen coloring book, it's awesome. It's an awesome book. Very, very detailed. And so yeah, we'll try to get to both those sometime this season. Yeah, 10 Christmases. Yeah, it might take us that long to do the whole book. So anyway, remember, guys, if y'all want to talk to me, either put it in caps or put at Dee Dee Willingham so it shows up in a color and I'll see it. And and then I told Barb W that I'd send her something for guessing the paper chase on Monday. I don't have her address. Colleen moved. I need Colleen's new address. I need addresses. So yeah. Hi, Norma. Hi, Patricia. Who else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing a few people, though. Thanks, everybody, for coming in, visiting, stopping in. I try to make it a little festive setup here with Eileen the Enabler Elf. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Hi, DJ. All right, so I'm just going to kind of move this off to the side. Maybe we can kind of keep it on the perimeter, keep it on the edges here so that it kind of shows. I don't know. All right, so let's see. These are the color pencils that I've moved on to the color pencils now. We did the base. We did the base of this page. And I don't know if I zoom in. Well, I guess I have to zoom in, but I was kind of trying to keep the little festivities, but I have to zoom in. So we started with a base of watercolor, not that one, watercolor pens or markers, I guess you want to say. They're real brush tip watercolor markers. And this is the Zig Clean Color Real Brush. So we use some of those. And then we use some of the Color It brush tip markers. And we did a base. The gold, I painted the gold. Let's see if you can see the gold there. I painted the gold with the one of the Fine Tech gold colors. So that was the gold. That being said, I'm going to outline every bit of the gold, every bit of the background there. I'm going to outline it. So it's kind of looks a little messy, but I'm going to go around all of it with a gold, um, probably this one, the gold jelly roll. Uh, what's it called? The sparkly one with the star gel one with the little star because it's the glitteriest one. So we'll probably use that one. All right, so I'm pretty much done with all. I just held these out just to show you what we used in part one on Monday, and it was these markers as the base. So I'm gonna move those out of the way because now we've moved on to the pencils, and I'm just using Prismacolor pencils here. Okay, we're gonna have to go ahead and let's move this back. Thanks again, Kimberly, for the little mouse. I love it. And Eileen, the enabler elf, loves it too. Okay, that's going to make a shadow, so we're going to have to move it over on this side. There we go. There we go. It's a little bit showing there. Well, I'm going to zoom in, so it's not going to show. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get started on this. My new camera is supposed to be here maybe today, probably tomorrow, which has light lock. Hopefully, we will not have the lighting issues again with the light lock. Oh my gosh. So let's see. So there we go. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So what's everybody else working on? What's everybody else doing today on hump day? Here are the colors that we tested out over here. So let's go ahead and I'll probably just move this right here. There we go. I also pulled out the gold Posca because let me see. Let me test this out. I might want to go ahead and outline with the gold Posca first and then go over it with the star gel. See what I want to do. Hi, Leonie. What I want to do is go around every one of the little circle things here and even in between the two purples. Like this. So I want to kind of smooth it all out. Oh, y'all can't really see. I'm still too far away. So this is what I want to do on the outside. Now I'm not going to spend the time doing this right now because, yeah, this is just kind of tedious. And then what I want to do is go around the outside here. Get it working here. I'm going over other gold, and it might be kind of... Okay, so I'm going to go all the way around. Like that. Can y'all see the difference going around the circle? You're working on a John O'Brien. I don't know that one. The Night Before Christmas. You're doing it cover to cover, Pamela? I don't know that one. Hi, Louise. I don't know that book. Okay. So I went around the circle. Okay, I need this a little closer to me, so that means I've got to move my camera closer to me. Yeah, thanks, Terry. Yeah, use all caps, guys, if you want to talk to me. Otherwise, it's just going to roll right on by. It'll just roll right on by. Thank you. Hi, Karen. I'm sure I'm missing some people. Thank you. Okay, so again, I won't do it all right now. This is like one of those, let's do this after we get the main thing colored. But I'm going to go all around each and every little circle. And then I'll go over this gold with the sparkly gel pen to make it a little more twinkly, because this is our Christmas one. This is going to be our Christmas. We'll see how that much better that looks. This is going to be our Christmas color, Serene. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Let me try to mute while I sneeze. Okay, I muted. I muted while I sneezed. So did y'all not hear me sneeze? Did it work? So what's everybody doing? Shopping? Do you have family coming in? Are you flying out? Are you going to visit family? What do y'all have any major Christmas plans? We'll just probably be going to Denise's. And I think Christmas Eve falls on a Monday, so I probably won't be streaming on the 24th. Unless the weather's horrible. If it's icy, stormy, we won't be driving an hour and a half through Atlanta in that. So it just depends on the weather. But I probably won't stream on Christmas Eve unless we're stuck at home. Yeah, well, you still have to put it in caps if you want me to see it, Crafty, or put my name in at so that I see it. So yeah, you have to, or I probably won't see it. Because I can't just sit and read chat. I do have to do the project. Some days I sit here and read more chat than others. Terry's shopping Amazon, but I wonder why I suddenly. Yeah, I muted it to sneeze. Hi, Diane. You're staying home with the cats for Christmas, Diane? I have 20 people coming over Christmas Eve. So you're the one hosting, huh, Karen? My family are going to my sisters and her family. 2 Christmas parties this weekend, Jeannie. Oh, well, thank you, Terry. All right. So anyway, now that I've already gone around pretty much all of it, I might as well finish, right? Because I wanted to see how it looked when I went around it. And now I've got it pretty much all outlined, right? That side's all outlined. Can y'all tell the difference? Look at the difference when it's outlined. And then I'm going to outline the outlines with sparkly gel pen. Traveling to Havre, Maryland to spend the week with in-laws and 2 of our kids and grandkids. Oh, Mama 4, fun. Hi, Louise. Sunday's our big party for the kids. Can't wait. Oh, fun, Julie. And good morning, by the way, Julie. I think I missed you coming in. Fairy Miracles hit Amazon US and instantly sold out. Yeah, I saw that, Pamela. I think someone on Jen Reading with Pugs group mentioned it. Yeah, that it was immediately sold out. Yeah, it'll be back. It'll be back. Yes, it is better with the gold outline. Thank you, Diane. Nanamo, I'm spending it with my daughters and granddaughters and her partner. Yay. Is it in town, Nana? Hosting Christmas Day and helping mother-in-law on Christmas Eve. Oh, hi, Scoobs. That's fun. Yeah, I miss my mother-in-law. I do. I miss her. Zeely, just me and mom, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and Christmas movie marathon. Okay. Siren's doing a ton of Christmas shopping on Saturday. What do y'all do? Are y'all doing the bulk of your Christmas on shopping? Are you doing the bulk of it online, or are you doing it like going to the stores? I mean, everybody talks about how everybody's shopping online, and I just wonder, for out-of-town relatives, it's the best way to do it, I think, because you don't have to pay any shipping. You just order it, and then they'll ship it to whoever, right? So I can understand how that's really good for when your relatives are out of town. Okay, that right there, see, I went over that line. Oh gosh, let me move my camera over this way so I can move this over closer. There we go. Almost all online, Terry. They live 200 miles away traveling. Oh gosh, I hope it's good weather for you, Nana. You got half done online. Oh, good, Mama Four. Going to stores, unfortunately, I'm shopping for is in town. Oh, okay. With my craft show. Are you have a craft show this weekend, Painty Girl? Online never stores, Zeely said. Stupid question. What is your channel number, address, or whatever for live stream? It's just my YouTube channel. B Jean, it's my YouTube channel. If you follow me on YouTube and you hit the little bell, you should get notification when I go live. But it's just on my YouTube channel. It's not nothing fancy. I mean, nothing special. Just go to my YouTube channel and there I am. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and the occasional Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You bought a physical gift card on. You even bought the physical gift card online. Yeah. Well, especially if you have to, like I said, if you're it's like my family in California, out in LA, they will, I'll get the gifts and ship it to them. Now, if I get a gift card or something like that, I might put it in the card, but like toys or anything like that has to get out there, it will go, I will do it online and let Amazon ship it, right? Or whatever place. Let them do the shipping. Oh, I see. Because of your crafting demand, online shopping is great. Yeah. Yeah. Well, especially if you live in rural areas, right, Terry? Hi, Jean. Jean's making most of her gifts. And so she'll probably be taking them to her family when she visits them. Okay. Oh, here's one I missed. Gotta go each one. I might have missed one somewhere. We'll probably have to catch that. So I'm going around them all with the gold Posca, and then I'm going to go over the gold Posca with a star gel. I think that's what they're called. The jelly roll, the ones that have the glitter, they're not it's not the glitter jelly roll. It's the star. I think they're called star gel. They're the ones that have the little shooting star on them, and it's not really, I don't know how to explain it. It's not glitter. It's just, let me do a little section here so you can see. Let me do this one. Right here. Let's see if it'll go over this now. I don't know if it'll go over that other gold. Okay, now it's not working. It was working just fine. Oh, there it goes. Let's see, where can I do somewhere where it'll show? It may not make that big a difference. It's really, I can see it slightly. I might just use some stickles, because that's not even, I can see it barely, but not enough to really go over the whole thing with. So I think I'll just use stickles. Yeah, exactly. Let them ship in while you shop. Hi, Kenny. And thank you, Kenny, for the PayPal. So between all you guys, I got me a new camera, and it should be here today or tomorrow. And I'm going to also get a new light, a bar light for right here. Daylight bulb bar light. So, yeah. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. No, it's not the metallic, Bella. It's the star gel. It's called star something. Starlight, star gel. It has a star on it. Let me see if I can find a piece of black paper to show you how sparkly it is. It's very, very sparkly. But it's not showing up that well over the gold. But let me just put a little bit down here. Let's see if you can see that. See? See? Star, no, I don't know if it's, is it Stardust Melody or, anyway, it's the one with the star in the name. And it's the one with the star on the cap. You're going to have evening. Oh, nice, Melody. Well, hopefully Rex will get there before Christmas. So you have a Christmas gift from the Fibs. Thank you so much for all you do throughout the year, Melody. See how pretty that is, guys? It's different than the glitter. And so let me just show you. Here's the Posca. See, look. See the difference? Yeah. Hi, CB. All right. So now let's see. I know Melody has done so much for all of us throughout the year. I was happy to be able to draw Rex for her. Yeah, they're shimmery. They're very, very shimmery though. All right, so now let's get back to coloring her in with pencils, and let's see if we can zoom in a little more without losing everything here. There we go. That's pretty good. Stardust, is that what it is? Stardust. Okay. All right, so now let's go back to, I pulled some pencils the other day, and I will probably have to pull some more. So I'm pretty much done with her skin, which I use light peach, hot pink for some inner cheeks. I use nectar and oh, I have a missing one here. I had a, oh, here it is. Was it sienna? Yes, sienna. So those are the colors that I used in her face and her hands. And now let's go down to inner dress. Now remember, everything is base coated. If you miss part one, you'll see the base coat done with the watercolor real brush and other brush markers, watercolor. And so now I've got my Scarlet Lake and Tuscan Red. And I'm going to finish shading the red on her dress or her tunic. All right, so back to the Tuscan Red. And then I'll probably also go in there with black cherry. Black grape, I'm sorry, black grape as the real dark, maybe even a little black way down in the corners. Anyway, so right now I'm going in here and let me sharpen. Where's my here's my little pencil sharpener bowl. Thanks, Julie. Thanks. Did B. Jean have a question? Yeah, I didn't see it. Have you done the face with what? No, the face is all just pencil. Yeah, the skin was all pencil. Yeah. Okay, so let's get in here and start just shading. Can y'all see? Do you want me to try to zoom in more? Let me know. I'm going to try to get as much done as we can. I can't say that we're going to 100% finish all the fruit, but we're gonna try. Yeah, well, it depends on where are you, Brooke? Where are you? Is that the shipping? Because see, I got my second copy from Etsy and it was only $25, and I think it was free shipping. I don't remember. I don't remember if the seller had some kind of deal going on. It's been a few months ago that I bought my second copy. PM coloring again. It's even, oh, good, Siren. Yeah, there's so many color tubers, if you will. Hi, Vicki. To learn from. And we try to shout them out here all the time. So, yeah, I'm just kind of getting a start of shadows on all the red here. So I'm essentially getting rid of the gray of the um, grayscale part. Any that has the gray line part, I'm kind of just going over with this. Thanks, guys. Just tuned in. Did I miss the new comment? Nope, haven't shown it yet. I'm going to show it after we're done working on this. No, I got it though. I actually even started a page. I know I'm terrible, right? So you'll know I like lots of contrast in my pieces. Lots of contrast. So I'm going to have very, very light lights and very dark darks. But right now, this is pretty much the second to the darkest part that I want to do. I'll probably get in there with a little black and then go over it, back over it with the Tuscan. But I'm just kind of cleaning up everything right now from the from the base coat of the brush markers. Do you have any pencil sharp? No pencil sharpener. I just use whatever little metal sharpeners. I mean, I have different ones. I don't even know where they all are right now. Where are they? I like this one. I like the M&R, and I just like metal ones. I'm not really particular. I do have the hand crank kind, but it's too loud for streaming. Thanks, Mika. It makes too much noise every time I want to sharpen a pencil and grinding it on stream. So I don't use it on camera. And sometimes I'm just moving around the house. I might color downstairs in the bedroom, wherever I'm coloring. It's just the little handheld ones are so much more portable. Okay, what happened there? Let me get a black and fix that. I need to go around this edge. It's hard to go over that gold too. It's kind of like her sleeve there. Okay. Hi, Becca. All right, so I'm going to get in some of the little crevices down in here. I'm going to get very dark. And again, you want to take your time. I do a little faster on stream than I do when I'm coloring by myself because I want to get as much done as I can. But don't rush your coloring. Take your time. Enjoy the process. Very chill. That's part of the purpose of it. Yeah, there. Can you see the difference now? See how nice and dark that is? Now I'll go back in with some highlights, and depending on how well pencil, we'll go over these markers, or I'll just put in some Posca. So we'll see what works the best. There we go. Kind of blend it out a little. All right. And that seems to always, and I say this all the time, when anybody sends me their pages to look at, and they'll ask me, they'll say, I don't know why I don't like it. What's wrong? I'm using the same colors you did. And even if they're not using the same colors, it's not the colors. It's not the colors that they're using or their color combination. Most people do excellent color combinations, whatever different color combinations they use. They're usually excellent color combinations. But I'm telling you, 90% of the time, I mean, I'm not really, polled it exactly, but it's almost all the time. It's almost every time. The reason they're not liking their pages, they look flat to them. They don't have enough contrast. They don't put enough contrast. That's what gives the depth. The dark darks and the light lights is what gives it the depth. Oh, good, Siren. Now I'm going to take my red carmine where I put the black and just kind of go over the black, and that just kind of smooths it out a little. It just seems like that's always the case. And I say it all the time, and then people will, and I'm not faulting anybody messaging me or anything like that. I'm just saying that's just the facts, ma'am. Oh, remember in Dragnet, just the facts, man. Anyway, they say, oh, okay, I get it. I need more, darker darks and lighter lights. And then they'll show it to me again after they worked on it. And it's still not, still not very darker darks and lighter lights, but that's usually the case. Just so you know, if you want, more depth and more, I don't want to say realism because you're not necessarily going for realism, but more depth. If you want more depth in it, you got to have darker darks and lighter lights. And the other thing too is, and it's just reminded me, like while I'm going in here, when you have a grayscale color book, or even a color book that just has the black lines are very gray. They're very gray, right? And they're meant to be that way so that they don't, distract from your coloring, so that you can color around and over the black lines and all. But most people don't do that either. They'll leave the gray. Like my example is in the eyes. The eyes, I've already done them on Monday. The pupils were gray. They were gray pupils. Hi, Patricia. Maybe it's hard to know how dark. Well, then that's why I say, Bella, if you do a practice, if you're afraid you're going to mess something up, take a sheet, take a piece, copy it or whatever, and do it, make it your practice sheet. And in every section, just for practice, like let's say in this red here, go from black to white. Have from black to white in every red section, just so you can practice, just so you can see the high contrast that you are capable of achieving. Now, you don't necessarily have to have all the way black or white on every section, but that's a great way to practice your shading and your contrast. And so anyway, the other thing I was saying is like on the pupils are gray. All the line work on this is great. Let me get another piece that doesn't have anything color on. Okay. Here. All right. So here's the line work, right? And it's light. It's not necessarily light gray, but it's gray. It's not black line work, right? It's gray, which is great for you coloring. Because it's where you don't want black lines to show, say, I don't know, around the nostrils or something. It's light. So you can, almost shade it out. But you can't depend on, like, say right here, see these darker areas here? You might think, oh, well, those are already dark. I don't need to color those. I'm telling you, you need to color them. They need to be colored if you want that contrast. Don't leave them gray. Don't leave your dark darks the gray of the color book. You need to go in there. It doesn't necessarily have to be black. It could be dark red, dark green, dark blue, but you need to color those grays if you want that dark dark. Same thing for the pupils. And I usually do it with a Sharpie pen in the black. You see how much, look at that. See how much that shows up? You can't depend on the color book's grayness or blackness. You can't depend on it to be your dark darks. Does that make sense? You need to do it yourself. And so what I'm saying though is um, you most people don't get dark enough or light enough in the highlights. Like I could leave her that white, the highlights of her, I could leave that white and it would work. Now I'm not going to, but you know, you could. And the same thing when I show how to do little wisps of hair. And if you get something too white, like let's say you use a Posca, let's say your pencil, your white pencil is not going over, and white pencil is not going to go over the top of red pencil. Now it's probably going to go over this because it's marker. I don't have, I don't think I've put a coat of pencil on that yet. So I can go in here with some highlights. And if it's too white, then I can knock it back. I can knock it back with the red. But remember my trick I teach y'all every time we talk about white pencil on top of something. White pencil is not going to go on top of a color pencil. And that's one of the benefits of using acrylic paint as a base, because the acrylic paint won't resist your pencil like pencil will. So like if this is painted, and this is just done with marker, so the white pencil is going on top of it. But if I'd colored all this in with red pencil, this white would not do that. Still being all hush hush on the book. Yes, Sammy, I've not said. I know, I'm not terrible, Sammy. And I'm so happy that you got your portrait in the mail. And I'm so glad that Susan got her envelope with the French bulldog on it. I was, and I did I gotta admit, I was worried about the envelopes making it, but the one made it to Australia, and Susan got hers in the UK. Sammy got her portrait in UK. I love that. Let me show y'all guys. I have to show this picture that Sammy posted on IG. It is adorbs. So she got the piece. Hang on. Let me go here. Let's see. Color. I'm not sure which one she put it. And Ruby Charm Colors shouted me out too. The one that sent us the journaling coloring books. Those 4 extra copies that I gave away. Yeah, she shouted me out on IG too. Okay, let's see. Which one did she put it on? Did she put it on? Yeah, here it is. Okay. All right. So I think she has it on her other channel too. Color and Chat with Sammy has 2 IGs. Let's see. Let me just go in Sammy. Yeah, here we go. Where did you post the other? Maybe it was on. Maybe it just was on the other. Oh, wait. You had a double slide by. Hang on. Let me go back to the other one. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Let me turn the light down so it shows up. Look. The portrait. Isn't that the cutest picture? I can't get much closer, guys. I'm so zoomed in. It's just gonna fuzz. It's gonna fuzz out there. Oh, you're Noonan? Okay, Brooke. Isn't that so cute with them sitting side by side? Yeah, no. We'll do it in a little bit, Sammy. We'll show the color book. So isn't that so cute? Look how she has them. I just love that. I love that. So anyway, yeah. I had to share that with you. Yeah, little Chip. And Melody's is named Rex. So hopefully Rex will get to Melody in about a week or so. Yes, quite the model. I know, right? Quite the model. All right. So right now I'm just working on the red. I'm just working on the red of the tunic or whatever it is. Shadow under that. Heavier shadow right under that shoulder piece there. And then every place I'm putting the black, I'm going to go back over it. You got to take your time. Lots of layers, guys. Every place I'm putting the black, I'm going to go back over it with the carmine red to kind of blend it in. But you want to take your time on these details, especially like on like a book like Serene, where there's so much detail. And it just makes, that's why you like this book. This is why you buy these books, because of the detail. So you really wanted to shout. I gotta sharpen. Whoops, pushed too hard. When you first sharpen your pencils, the tip can easily be broken off because it's so sharp. Okay, so I'm gonna want that purple to be darker. I'm not going to get into the purple yet. I want to concentrate on all the red. Got an 8-week-old German Shepherd puppy. Oh, I think I saw that. Where'd you post that, Becky or Steve? Did you post it on Instagram, Facebook? Where did I see that? I saw it somewhere. Pretty sure it was you, unless somebody else got a new baby puppy German Shepherd too. No. No, you didn't post it? Yeah, I saw Carrie's puppy, but that wasn't the German Shepherd. Carrie got a Shih Tzu, or her mom did anyway. Her mom got it. But I thought, no pictures yet? Okay, well, somebody got a German Shepherd puppy. I saw it on Facebook, I think. I guess I just thought that was you. Okay. All right, so. All right, I'm going to go into her hair now. And I'm going to get the lavender color. Let's see, no, I'm not quite sure that's. No, what color purple do I want? This color. This color and black cherry will probably be, or black grape rather. Probably those three. Okay. These will be my colors I use in the purple, which are Imperial Violet, Violet, what is that? I can't read it. Perma Violet, and then black grape. And that's for her hair. Do you always need to go after with the second darker color after the black? No, but what that does, what this does by going over the black is it's smooth, it blends it better. It just smooths it out. So, and like, I might not go over every little tiny little bit there, but it smooths it out, so it's not a just a harsh black line. And you could also use, like I could have used the what do you call it? Which one? The Tuscan red. Where is it? Yeah, same thing. I could have done also with the Tuscan red. See, it kind of just feathers it out, so it's not harsh. And it just depends on where you are on the piece. Like down in here, I want maybe a little darker because it's underneath of things. But going over it with your base color or the color of the base, it's not what I use to do the base because I use the marker, but it's the closest color to the base. It just smooths out. It smooths it out. But remember, your white and light is not going to go over a pencil. Hi, Eileen. We have our enabler elf out this morning, holding the little mouse that Lynette sent. I mean, I said it again. I'm so sorry, Kimberly. That Kimberly said. I'm sitting there. I got her tag right here, and I go, yeah, it's the mouse that Lynette sent. I don't know why I got Lynette on my mind. Where's Lynette this morning? Kimberly sent this little mouse that she made. Look how cute it is. And she used pistachio shells for the ears, and she has it on the little base of a bread tie. Isn't it cute? So anyway, Eileen, you're holding Kimberly's little mouse. So I just thought it was so cute. So yeah, this is Eileen, our enabler elf. She's been around forever. I mean, no, not that she's old or anything. Welcome back, Faithful. I know, isn't it cute? I know, it's so cute. Okay, so anyway, like I said, you don't have to go over you can just kind of look it over and see where it needs to be blended in. Where it needs to be feathered out, where that might look a little harsh and you need to feather it in. You know? No, I'm not done. This is a base anyway. Got it started there. All right, so let's see. And when I'm working on something like this, especially that's got so much detail, I don't like necessarily sit and make sure everything is 100% done on every little area before I do something. I'm all over I'm all over it. Eileen doesn't turn forever old until tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Eileen's birthday, guys. So y'all shout her out tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to go in with, I think I'll go in with the black grape as a real dark. And I think I already did some of that. I think I already did some of that on Monday here. And again, guys, this is, I'm not saying this is a demo or a color along or anything like that. I'm just talking out loud how I do it. And trying to, that's all I'm doing is just showing you how I color. You don't have to color like me. You don't have to take any of my tips or anything like that. You do, you're the boss of your color book, like I always say. So I want to get some, like, what shadows right up under the basket up here. And then I'm going to go in with the light violet color. Hi, Gail. Hi, Joycey. I'm sure I'm missing some people come in. Thanks, guys, for being here. All right, sip of coffee here. Okay, Terry. All right, so, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this because if I don't show you now, we probably are not going to finish every bit of this around the edge. And this is like something you do at the final. And I know I show it to you all the time, but I want to make sure that I show it to you. So what I usually do with the hair, and again, don't do this step until you have all this colored. Okay, because what I'm going to end up doing is coloring over it and then have to redo this step. But I want y'all to see this step in case we don't get all this colored around her face, then you won't get to see this step. Thank you, Natalie. So what I'm going to do is, well, this part's okay, but I'm going to and tap it out so that you don't have like harsh edges, like just kind of touch it. Okay, so what you want to do, you can get some of these nice little edges like that. Okay, you can get this with the, just, I mean, I'm flicking it, barely touching it. Just barely touching to get some nice bright highlights. And if you don't want them white, when the Posca dries, you can go over those white highlights with your, back over it with your purple. Or you can leave some nice bright highlights if you want. Okay, either way. But what makes the hair look really cool, now she has very coiffed hair. It's very, very put together, but you don't have to leave it that way. Okay, you can have some hairs going across like this. And where they're going is out into the side. They're going to float out. They're going to float out over the top. And that's why I say don't put these little floaters out here until you've colored all this, because you're no way you're going to color around those little lines. So don't put these little lines in there till you've finished all of this. Okay. You can have a few, you can even have one coming across her face like this. Have a couple coming across. See how they go out into the side there? Don't do that till you've got all this colored. What's that little black thing? Okay. Oh, thank you, Brooke. And hi, by the way. Hi and bye, Brooke. Thanks for stopping in. So when the little hairs cross over, it just makes it look more like, you know, flowy, floaty, hairy. But that's the kind of detail you want to add at the end. You want to make sure all the face is done. Don't put you a big piece of white hair across the face and then think you're going to color those cheeks in pink and try to color around that white hair. Don't try to do that. I'm telling you. Wait till you get everything. Wait till you get it all done and then do these little details. Okay. Hi, Gail. All right, so now I'm going to go down here on the, let's do some of the green because I'm trying to do the things that are stand out the most so you can see them the most. All right, so for the green, I don't even remember what green this was. I think this is apple green, and then I had, what did I put them? And I had artichoke. I'm trying to find those greens I had pulled Monday. I don't know. Let's put some more of there. Had a dark green. What one was this one? Was it just dark green? Maybe it was. And then I had the lime. I had a chartreuse. I think these were the colors that I had pulled. And you don't need more than 3 or 4, colors to make a lot of shading and a lot of blending. You don't need, unless you're doing a portrait, a pet portrait, a person portrait, where you might want undertones of blue or purple or yeah. I mean, there's lots of things you can do in the skin. In the skin, there's lots of things you can do to layer it up, make it look more and more um, real. But you don't need 50 colors like on the red. You can. Don't email me and say, but I want to use it. Go ahead, use 50 colors. I'm just saying you don't need that many colors to shade a nice piece. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here, and again, you see all the grayscale. All the line work is gray. So if you want that to be darker, you've got to go over that dark. So I'm going to use my dark green. Well, let's see. Do I want the darkest green? Yeah, probably. Why not? I'm drinking, and she's making fun of me, Pacola. All right, so let's use this. I think this is an OB. I don't know what this kind of sash is called, or if this is just the thing. This is part of what's holding all the weight of that basket. Although here's a strap right here, but this may be holding the weight of all that vegetable. I mean, this would be really digging into your shoulder, right? If you were carrying, 20, 25 pounds of fruit on your back, this little strap would probably be digging into your shoulder. I don't know. That's just me. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and get in here. And if this looks too green to me, and I might go in there with gray. I think I'm going to go with dark gray instead. This green is too grass green. I don't really want this bright. Now, I don't know. Maybe I do because it's supposed to be Christmas, right? Let's see what other greens I have. Maybe, I think peacock green was peacock green, I think, is what we are using or plan to use. You usually do a calendar project New Year's. I'm sure about this year. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. And by the way, let's go ahead and talk about the Streamathon. So the musical scrapper, who's here in chat, you can follow her. And if you want to post the blog link, feel free to post the blog link, Jean. We do a yearly Streamathon every New Year's Eve. We do, I think it's 22 or 23 hours? Now we've got some more people starting earlier, I think. Mary LTA starting before me, so it's even going to be earlier. But we do a 23 or so hour Streamathon around the world on New Year's Eve. Starting in the morning of New Year's Eve morning and going through New Year's, New Year. And so it's, yeah, it's always so fun. It's always so fun, and we all have so much fun doing it. Yeah, I'm going to go with this peacock green because I do want it pretty green because it is supposed to be our Christmas page. So I'm just going to get in here, and I'm going over all the grayscale. Every place the grayscale is, I'm going over it because this is going to be my shadow. I don't want the grayscale of the gray of the line art to be the dark. I want my green to be the dark. Yeah, they do, Julie Topaz. Hi, Dusty. Thank you, Jean. There's the link to Jean's blog. So if y'all want to, be a part of it. It's really fun, So every place that there's gray scale line art, I'm going over it with the dark green, or the peacock green rather, just as a start. Then I'll shade it. And not every color book you color the same. You know, sometimes you color cloth and people. You're going to color those different than animal fur or flowers. You know, it's going to be different ways to color different things. But you see the difference between this and that now? Just that much. You know what I'd like to see Eileen do, Janet? Maybe you can get her work on her. I'd love to see Eileen do a digi-color. Eileen does digi art, and so I'd love to see her color a color book page um, in digi and digital coloring. Yeah, let's work on her about that. Come to my house and drink with me. Seriously, Eileen, have you not ever tried to do that? I mean, I bet you'd be awesome at digital coloring. You're awesome at digital everything else. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it. Right down here on the edge. So it's going to take a minute to go over all the gray of the areas that I started base coated with green. You want to see her do it too, Kenny? I know. I mean, I bet she'd be awesome. Did you go look at the schedule? I don't even know what the schedule is, Faithful. I'm barely remembering. I think I stream at 8:30. Might be 8. It might be 9. I have to go. I better go look at that schedule before New Year's Eve. Jean's got me. Whenever Jean says goes. Whatever Jean put me out of, I'll be streaming whenever she says. I know, right? We need to get her to try. All right, so now can you see in the places where and this is just a start, but I started getting rid of the gray line art. Now, see how I still have to do all this here? See how it looks kind of washed out, which is what the intention is of the artist, to do it in a light gray, so you're not fighting a harsh black. Now, some color books are made with harsh black lines on purpose. But some of these grayscale, very detailed type line art is done lightly so that you can color over it. Okay. I'm on at 8:45. Okay, Jean. Thank you. So don't leave your gray line art gray. Well, I just say don't. You can do whatever you want. But you can shade over it. And it just looks more finished. Whereas if you leave the gray scale lines just flat gray, sometimes that can work depending if you're painting over it, like or maybe pan pastels. I don't know enough about my pan pastels yet to decide. But if you go over the gray, it just looks so much more depth. See, look how much more depth this, now I haven't done the purple and the orange, just the green, but the green, look at how much more depth that has than this. See how this kind of looks flat? Our stream times all start at 45 minutes after the hour, so they are ready for the upcoming new year in whatever time zone they're streaming. Oh, okay, Jean. I mean, I don't care. You can put me at, 8:37. I don't. It's fine. Hi, Magic Windsor. So if you have any questions, just put them in caps. I'll try my best to answer. And every stream, sometimes I'll remember to talk about contrast. Sometimes I'll remember to talk about, the acrylic base pencil going over an acrylic base. Different things will occur to me to tell you, during the stream. Sometimes, I'm not going to remember everything on every stream. I try, especially if I do an altered abandoned book or something like that. I try to restate every product, every tip, every step, so that you have good results. But, color booking can be, you can do different steps different ways. Some people like light to dark. Some start with dark to light. Let me get my Tuscan red again here. That's Tuscan red. Yeah. I'm going to get it here on this red stripes a little. So, it's not necessarily a right or wrong way. You just practice different ways and see what works for you. Sometimes doing all, like I did the whole base first before I did any shading. It's all based with the watercolor markers. So, it just can be different things can work. On different kind of pages. Flowers, animals, they're going to be approached probably differently than a person. All right, so now I'm going to go with the apple green. And I think I'll go, let me test. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the artichoke. Okay, so I'm going to go in here with artichoke and start doing some shadows. I don't even know if that's showing up very well, but I can see it. I don't know if y'all can see the shadows that I'm starting to lay down. Yeah, honey, what's up? Are you heading out?
I'm getting ready to head into the shower.
Oh, okay. You've been working out?
Yeah. Do you want me to turn on the coffee for you?
Yeah, would you please?
That is fantastic.
You like it?
Yes.
Thank you.
You are so talented.
Thank you, honey.
All right, I'll turn it on.
Yeah, all those years of practice, too. Don't forget those. Oh, well, don't get me started on that topic again. Okay, so just getting in here and going over the dark green with the artichoke. Hubster's a keeper, yes, for sure. He is sweet. He is. And this commercial is brought to you by the Hubster. Gene. Yeah, he's been working out, so now he's going to go take a shower and then he's going to go out. So he works out every day. He jogs and runs and/or walks every day. Well, 6 days a week, and unless it's raining, of course, or ice. You know, he won't run in the ice. I mean, he's not dumb. A long time, Vicky. A long, long time. Okay, so there we go. That's looking good there. Now I still have to do the details in this here. I might, let me just do the rest of the shoulder here, and then I'm going to go down here into the belt or the obi. Okay. Whoops, it broke. Tip broke. Okay, it's not wanting to sharpen. This is getting down to being a nub here. This is one of my older ones. I can tell by the label. Okay, let's see if that's. There we go. I might go in there and tweak because I haven't done the fruits or these beads or any of that yet. Thanks, Kim. All right. Now, I still see a few other little places, but I'll wait a minute. All right, so let's go in here now. Oh, wait, I got to go down here with the peacock green. Let's do this down in here. Hi, Katrina. You're in the hospital. What are you doing in the hospital? What's going on with you? When did you go to the hospital? I guess on how you got it says skin pastels. Any suggestion on coloring book could any Dawn, any book that has like Momo Girls, any book that has large faces, at least this big, if not bigger. Momo Girls just comes to my mind because it has lots of large faces. So what's going on with you, Katrina? Okay, I want these green stripes to be, I'm going to go over them with white Posca. I want them to be a little more defined in there. So I'm going to go in here with my white Posca, and then I'll go back over those with color. They're not neat enough for me. I have pneumonia. Oh my gosh, girl. You better get well. I'm sorry to hear that. I did not know that you were ill. I'm sorry to hear that. You take care and get well. You hear? You hear? We don't like to hear our fibs are in the hospital. I know, right, Jean? All right, so now I'm going to do some more areas here that I want more defined. And then I'll also go around those dark areas there. Kind of got lost in the layering. Maybe there's a little bit of one over there. And then when that dries, you can go over it with pencil. You're welcome, Katrina. You take care. All right, now I'm going to get my Imperial Violet and start doing a little bit of shading on the purple part. I kind of imagine this kind of quilted. So I can do each one of these little squares like it's puffy in the middle, which means it will be lighter in the middle. So we kind of go around. Yeah, Katrina, pray all the doctors and nurses have good healing hands and are gentle and kind to you. You hear that, nurses and doctors that might be listening in? Be nice. Yeah, we just need to get the fibs anytime there's something like that happens. We just need to get their doctors and nurses on the horn, so to speak. You sharpen. Right, Terry? Oops. Okay, now I'm going to go get in with a white pencil and kind of get some white areas. And then you can always go knock it back with the color. It's just some of these are real tight. So I'm going to kind of get in there. Want some of this detail because I'm going to put glitter on this or sparkles of some kind. Gel pen, sparkles, something. All right, let's let that dry a minute. Let's go back down here and put a little shadow. Let's go to my artichoke. Can y'all see okay? I hope. Okay, now where I have the white here, I'm going to go over it with the chartreuse, which is like a lime green kind of color. And those white stripes, now I'm going to go over them so they're not pure white. Kind of like lime green. Same for right here. Anyway. Okay, Magic. Okay. You're on Facebook. Okay, Lady Wicked or Facebook. IG as Lady Wicked, Wicked Red. Okay. I do try to go back, guys, and scroll back through the chat after a day or two at least. Lady Wicked Red. Oops. Okay, Stephanie, I followed you. You have some pretty stuff. I like this desk shot. Okay, let's call out Lady Wicked Red. Okay, here's her IG desk. There's a picture of her desk. Ignore that circle right there. That's the glow from my camera, guys. There we go. There's her desk. What else you got here? What else you got here? Oop, this is her work in progress right now. I guess right now. There's her work in progress. Her whip. Oh, what else do we have here? Here's this one's pretty. I like that one right there. Look at that one, guys. Going to help my daughter. Okay, Kim. All right. All right, let's see what else she got here. Just gonna pick some random things. Oh, I like this pink bottle. I like that right there. This is out of one of the, I'm sure the Clara Markova or the Hannah Carlzon. Which one is it? I get the two mixed up. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, she doesn't have, she just kind of, it looks like she just kind of started. She doesn't have a lot of posts yet. So y'all go give her some love. Lady Wicked Red. Yeah. There you go. Clara, is the Clara one? Okay. Okay. All right, we're getting there, guys. A little at a time. A little at a time. I'm going to work on it for probably, let's see, what time is it? Hubster made my coffee. I need to go get it. It's 10. We'll work at least an hour. We'll work till 11, and then we'll bust out the new book. Okay. Yeah. I'm not real big on the Facebook. I follow more people on Twitter and Instagram than Facebook. What bothers me the most about Facebook is you could follow. First off, it's is it really that person asking for a request? Who knows anymore, right? But besides that, it's that you can follow someone. I could follow Janet, who I follow everything Janet does. But there's some days that Janet never comes up in my Facebook feed, even though I've got her as a priority. And so I have to go hunt her up. It's not sequential. It doesn't give you everything. In Instagram and Twitter, you're going to see, you may not see everything, and you'd have to go scroll, sometimes for hours to see everything. But in Facebook, it's just selective. I might see one of Janet's a week. I might see Jean once a week. I just don't like that. When I follow people, I want to see everything. I want to see everything they do. If it takes me 30 minutes to scroll past everything, then so be it. But don't decide for me what I get to see and what I don't see. So yeah, you're welcome, Janet. Goes, thanks for hunting. I want to decide who I see. Okay, Scoops, have a good day. Have a good weekend if I don't see you. I want to decide. But yeah. I mean, do you have to be tagged in everything? Just like Jana shouldn't have to tag me so I see her stuff. I mean, that's the way it is on Twitter. If you want someone to see you specifically, you tag that person, right? But, if I want that, I'll go to Twitter or Instagram. Anyway, I won't get off on that. Okay, so now I'm using my chartreuse to kind of blend out everything that I've done in the greens here. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not a big Facebook fan. It's not my favorite. Although I post all my artwork, all my albums and all my art photos, anybody can see. I made all my art public. So if you want to see what's on my desk, that's a public album. If you want to see the Gold Rush guy portraits, it's a public album. My pet portraits is a public album. My people portraits and fan art, public albums. It's all public. All my art's public. So you don't have to follow me or you or me follow you to see all my art. All my art's public. So yeah. Oh, but that does remind me. Let me give you all this tip too, because I just figured this out. Let me go double check it first, because I want to tell you the right thing. Let me go over to my Facebook here. Let me tell you all this, if this is true. I want to make sure it's true. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, it is true. All right. So for instance, every let me turn the light down. Usually every day you'll get something pop up here on your Facebook memories. Like this popped up today from 2 years ago. Okay. So from 2 years ago, this color book page I did, and it came up in my Facebook memories. Well, I wanted to share it again. Now, when you share your Facebook memories, even though this page is in my color book album, which is public, even though the original post was public, I had to go in here under my dots. I just did it, so I've already done it. But you have to go under here, edit the privacy, and make it public. It doesn't, your memories, if you want to repost your memories, even if that album was public or that picture was public at the time, your memories are not public unless you make it public. Did y'all know that? So if you want everybody to see this memory from 2 years ago, like I do, I want everybody to see this art. You have to go in there in your dots up there. You have to go up there and make it public. Yeah. And now that goes, for instance, let me go back to it. I already had my friends. Okay, so edit privacy. See? Oh, wait, didn't I save it? Okay, so it has friends. Oh, sorry, it has friends. I need to put public. Okay, so I have to click the public and say done. And now that is public. I didn't know that either, Carol. I forget how I figured it out. So, like I said, I wanted everybody to see this at the time I posted it. It's in my color book album. So anybody that goes to my color book album could see that. But today, the only people that are going to see that are my friends. Yeah. So anyway, there's just all kinds of, stuff like that. All right, let me go back into, I'm going to do these little beads real quick because they're right here. They're right here where I'm working. So I want them to be shaded. They could be beads. They could be fruit. Just want to shade them in a little, and then I'll go back in here with my lavender and kind of blend it. All right, I'm going to run downstairs and get some coffee, guys, or some juice, or both. And so I'm going to leave this here for just a minute. Let me get my little sandwich board here. Okay. It'll only be like 1 minute. I'm just going to run downstairs, grab some juice and coffee, and be right back. I love these little signs that Jeannie R. Designed by Jeannie made me. Yeah, you're welcome, Arlene. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, that being said, I follow more what people are doing on Twitter and Instagram. And Instagram, I pretty much reserve for only artwork and my occasional cat picture. Um, and I usually, unless I know you from here, I don't follow people that have private accounts. So if I've never met you and you follow me and you have a private account and I can't see anything on Instagram, I won't follow you until I figure out who you are. So if I meet you here and then I know who you are, then I'll follow you. I just don't follow private accounts from people I don't know. Then the other thing on Twitter, you always need to. Oh, there's Denise. Hang on. Hey, little mama, what's going on? I am streaming, but that's okay. What's up? Oh, it's the whisper I do. Okay, but I'm going to go down and get some coffee, so I'll talk to you while I'm going to go get some coffee, and then you can say hi. Well, here, I'm going to put you on speaker just so you can say hi to the girls and guys. Okay, you're on speaker. Say hi.
Happy holidays, homies.
Okay. All right, so I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to get some coffee. Okay, so what's up? Thank you. I will. Okay. All right, back. How we doing, guys? Yeah, Denise said hi. All right. Did we ever? I see Eileen. Did we ever talk her into wanting to doing a digi color page for us? Did we talk her into that? All right. So let's see now. Where do we want to go? Oh, where do we want to go on it from here? Hi, Debbie. Who else? All right, why is this shaking? What's my computer touching? Something's touching something that makes it shake. No, haven't. Oh, all right. We'll keep working on you, Eileen. All right. So All right, let me go in here with some, I'm going to go in here with some Posca. It's the easiest. Hi, David, Nikki. I'm not sure which one it is. That's like Tina and Nick. I never know which one's talking. Is it Tina or Nick? Or Nick and Tina? Anyway, I'm going to go in here with white, and I'm going to put some on, then I'm going to kind of feather it out so it's not a harsh line. Okay, so this will give me nice bright highlights. And again, as soon as it dries, you can go over it with pencil. You see how that gives it another layer, another depth? Can you see the difference between that and that? Look at that. That's real obvious on camera. So you can get nice bright highlights. So here's a good example of going from white to black. See all the depth in that? All right, so let's do this right here. And let's do right here. Hi, CL. How you doing, Christine? Yeah, I can't wait to show you all my new color book. It came in, and Dev from Modernist Colorist is the one that enabled me on this buy. Okay, so let's. I'm just going to put some highlight right across there, and then I'm going to kind of swoop across it and make it. I don't know if you can see that. So let's just put some here. And while it's wet, I'm going to kind of swoosh across it so it kind of makes a white kind of smear, and it gives it a shine. Can y'all see that? And you can even add more. Gives it a little bit of a shimmer. And again, you probably don't want to do this if this is not silk. If this is not silk, if this was wool, wool wouldn't have this bright highlight on it. Okay, you can't wait to see which one I grabbed. Okay, Nanimo. Oh, thanks, Christine. Okay, same thing for here. Now, this is one of those things you don't want to do this until you're completely done. So let's make sure that everything is colored in where I want it. You know, it's kind of like doing the hair. You don't want to do those hair highlights until you have everything else on the behind it done. Okay, I want a little bit more lime green in here. And actually, I want a little bit darker around. What? Yeah, that's right. I want a little bit more dark on the design, on the pattern. And of course, a pattern, depending on if there's a, you know, if she's bending or if there's a shadow, it's not going to, the pattern may not be, and it's actually not, you know, perfectly lined up like a full on, you know, like right out of the, off the bolt. All right, so I'm just going to try to get anything in here that I want kind of. And then if I want a sheen to this. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I like that smear. I'm going to do another one here, CB. Okay, so I'm going to just go right over. And you could do this. Doesn't have to be a Posca. This could be this could be done with just acrylic paint, which I've done that too. So it gives it a shine. Like that, maybe. Gotta kind of just make it up. Or it might be where it might be kind of shiny. Does anyone else blow the dust off or blow to help dry the page? Through their iPad? To help? I don't know, Beth. And of course, the high points are going to be the lightest. So like right here, this is where it's the sticking up the most, the closest to you. It's going to be the brightest, right? Same for right here. Okay, that's where it's going to be the brightest, where it's the closest to you. And you know, go back and knock back a little if you need. On the edges or wherever. It just kind of like gives you the illusion that it's shiny. Okay, same thing for, all right, let's just say, all right, well, right here, I know I want that to shine, right? But let's say this whole thing, this whole piece of fabric here, it's not like individual, it could be little individual ribbons tied on. But it could just be that this is one piece of fabric. Well, if that's one piece of fabric, the whole thing is going to be shiny. Okay, the whole thing, right across the whole thing. See? Is going to be shiny. Now these might be individuals over here. These might be individual little pieces of cloth. Please don't forget to like this video. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, like it. Give me a like. Thanks, guys. Give me a thumbs up. All right. So same thing for up here. This is probably going to be highlighted here, probably right in here. There, there. But it can be the ends. The edges where you put it down can be harsh at the end. So you need to kind of feather out those edges. Otherwise, it just looks like a piece of plop of white on there. It doesn't look like it's fading in. The other thing you can do, if you don't want to just like put your finger in there and smear it, after you put it down like that, go back with your pencil and on the edges, on the very edges of the white, kind of just knock it back on the edges so it doesn't look like it's like a start and stop real flat. It's much more softer on the blends. Okay. All right. So let's just say now this one I have like a shadow, a depth in the shadow. So, but like this one right here, there might be a nice sheen right across the top, right across that. There might be a sheen right across the whole thing. It could be here that the sheen is broken by a shadow right there. So we'll just kind of do that. Does this make sense? Here, it might go right there. Here, it might be right there. You know, it's the high points. Wherever the high point is. This would be the high point right there. What did Donna say? Donna, ouch. Judy does the best shadows. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, Janet's good at shadows. She's excellent at shadows. And we're trying to get Janet to do more. And she'll be the last one to say their classes, but demos on her drawing and shading. She's been doing some nice little videos on that. But, you know, we got to keep on her. Just like we got to keep on Eileen about trying to do some okay, so that's a little start. And again, you can just kind of knock back anything that's too bright white into the color of whatever color it is, you know, that you're doing. You don't have to leave it bright white. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Same thing, these little, the highlights on these little baubles. They could be, they could be beads or they could be berries, either one. Okay, let's go back in there with the dark purple. And if you do this to every one, now if you don't do them to them all, then it's going to stand out like it looks like you missed some. So if you're going to put like a highlight or a nice dark shadow on each one, then you need to, don't forget these, because you're going to have this one looking nice in depth, and then these are going to look all flat. See? None of this up here has been shaded at all. So this is, this is not bad as far as it's a good colors. They're nice colors, but people will message me and say, and send me, it looks like this. And they'll go, what's wrong? I love my colors. Why doesn't it look like yours? And this is as far as they've taken it. Thinking that the grayscale that's on the piece itself, they'll think that's enough. Well, it's not enough. You got to keep going. Got to keep going. Okay, bye. Thank you, David and Nikki. All right, so let's see. Let me get a little darker up under her hairline here, right in the depth of those. But the thing about it is doing all this shading, it takes a lot of, you can see, it takes so much more time than just coloring it in. Not that there's anything wrong with it. And if that's all you want to do and you enjoy just straight coloring, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. If you're enjoying coloring, then the purpose is resolved. But the people that message me are not happy with that, and they can't figure it out. Well, that's why. It's because you need much more contrast. Thanks, Kat. All right, so there we go. We're getting there, guys. See, I don't want this to be, I don't want this to look like silk. I want this to almost kind of look like, I don't want to say wool, but not shiny. So I don't want, I can put some highlights. I can put some light to it. But I don't want to leave it bright because I don't want this to look like silk. But I can highlight it like this. Find all my like really light highlights that I want. And then I'll go back over it with red because it'll knock it back. Now you got to be careful on boobage. You don't want to make them look like this one. I'm imagining that this is kind of going over, but you don't want to make her look flattened out. That this one's almost looking flattened out, but I'm imagining that this is over it a little bit. See, this one has a little bit more round to it. Oh, Tanya, what's the question, Tanya? Let me see. Let me go back, see if I can find it. Tanya. I'm not seeing a question from, I don't even see Tanya. Oh, there it is. Okay, Dee Dee, I have a question. My husband said to pick between the Neo 2s and the Inktense. Neo 2s. Pick the Neo 2s. Just saying. That would be me. Now, get you a Neo 2 and get you a nice Pentel water brush. Got to have this. Got to have a water brush with the Neos. That's the only way. Well, that's 90% how I use my Neos is with a water brush. So get the Neo 2. Make sure it's Neo 2. Don't get Neo 1s. They are not water soluble. Make positive that it has it's Neo color and it has the Roman numeral 2. But you got to have the water brush. Got to have that. Doesn't have to be the pintail one, but I like the pintail one. I've had a few of these, and they've held up since day one. They're the ones that kind of have a barrel like that to them. Anyway, you get different sizes too. You can get a set of 3 at Hobby Lobby, the small, medium, and large, and you can use a 40% off coupon. Or if you're on Amazon, you get everything cheaper on Amazon. So yeah. I learned this week from Dee. You can't color 30 minutes and have Dee results. I need a whole. Yeah, I need hours, Faithful. I need hours to do it. And I really kind of hurry on my show. And that's why I always say, don't hurry when you're coloring in, in private. Don't hurry in private. All right, so see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of knocking back the red. It's still lighter, but it's not white. So you can just go over, you can go over it and knock it back. So it's still, you got your highlight there, but it's not bright red. I mean, not bright white. Okay, I think I'm going to stop, guys. Oh wait, let me do a little bit of the glitter bit on the circles back here. I'm not going to spend this, and I'm going to be honest, all of this will take me a minimum of 2 hours. I know, I see how much detail is in this. I will work on this while I'm watching other streamers the next day or so. This is going to take me a minimum of 2 hours, even if I did it here fast. All the shading of all the fruit, all the berries, going around, going around each little berry, eat every single one, and all the fruit here. This is going to take me a minimum of probably 2 hours. Okay, and so, I'm just not going to, do that here. Besides, y'all know y'all want to see my new color book. Now, is there anything, before I do stop on this, though, let me do a little bit of this basket. Let me just do a little bit of that basket with some sienna. And so let me sharpen. Let me do a little bit of that. Okay, so again, all that you see here, all the shadow here, this is all the grayscale, right? That's all the grayscale. And I want to cover all the grayscale up. So I'm going to cover it up in the basket area. I'm going to find all the grayscale and go over it with sienna. Any place that there's grayscale. And then I'll also do some of the shadowing here. And there's lots of little tiny grayscale you probably can't see on camera that I can see. But take your time. Okay, can y'all see already the difference between this and say that right there? See how it's starting to already look more in depth? Thanks, guys. Hi, Dee. Let's call it fussy shading. Yeah, Bob. Fussy shading. There you go. Yeah, fussy shading. I like that. Because otherwise it's going to look flat. The grayscale is awesome. And the grayscale is there to help you find the shading, to help you find where to shade. It's not just to leave it. I mean, and again, don't email me and say, well, I like it. Okay. Don't email me and say, well, I do it this way. That's fine. Do it your way. I'm just telling you how I do it. See how different that looks already? And that's just with one little bit of shading. So you can see here the difference between that part of basket where it's just the grayscale, right? That's all the grayscale right there. And then here is where I've gone over the grayscale with just one quick layer of brown. or sienna. See the difference? It just makes all the difference, guys. So just remember that as a tip. Any place there's grayscale, it's your signal to color over it with a shadow or a shade. Not necessarily a shadow, but a little bit, go over your grayscale with a color. See how quick that was to make that look more in depth? A huge difference. I know. All right, let me do this basket down here. All right, so take a look at that basket right there. And I'm just going to use one color, just one color. I mean, I will use more colors, but I'm just saying, just so you can see. All right, here, let me just try to zoom in here, guys. Let's try this here. It may flash out on me, no telling, but okay. All right, so and that pear too. I'll just do that little bit of that pear. All I'm doing is going over the grayscale that's already there. All this is already there. See all this? This is all grayscale. I haven't gone over any of this yet. But you see where all those shadows are? Just go over them. Wherever you see them. The littlest bits. You want to do it all. So use that grayscale. I mean that grayscale. Use it to your advantage. Can you see? And that's just with one color. I'm coloring with you, different book, but working on contrast and shade. Yeah. And again, guys, if you're not sure, if you don't have the confidence, in doing this in the grayscale or whatever technique you're trying to learn, whether it's from me or somebody else, make a copy. If you've got a Serene, you don't even have to make a copy of the whole page, if because it is kind of an odd size, right? Well, even if you don't make a full copy, just maybe copy just the face. Copy just the face on some cardstock and practice that. Or just copy this area and maybe blow it up a little bit. And so that you can see all the grayscale real close. If you blow this up, here, let me get one of the undone books here. If you enlarge any of these areas, you're going to see all the grayscale right up close. And that's, let me show you the piece of this one. It's not done yet, but it'll give you a good example of because it's not done. That's why it's a good example. Okay, so here, this is started with an acrylic wash. The whole thing has acrylic wash. The background is painted black acrylic paint. And then I've used, I think, two blues to go over. See how it's real dark right in there? I'm going over the grayscale first with all the deep shadows and then soften it out. But then I'm going over all the cracks because she's supposed to be a stone angel, right? A graveyard cemetery statue. So you can follow the grayscale. Do it, people, do it. And if you just enlarge the piece, then you can see it really close up. All right, so the other thing I wanted to do on this was I wanted this background to be, and again, I should probably at least do this, the things that are really sticky, like these leaves that are sticking out into the background. Because you don't want to put things where you have to work around it, like these hairs Don't try to put white hairs or purple hairs. Don't try to put them across her face and then go in there and try to put blush on her cheeks. I'm telling you, you'll be so frustrated. I do it ahead of time, sometimes just for demo purposes, and knowing that I might have to completely color over it and put them back in again. You heard Stone Angel makes me laugh. Remember? Oh, yeah. Jean did a Stoned Angel. All right. So what I want to do, I'm not sure if I want to use, I think I just want some stickles, guys, because I want that to be glittery. All right. This side, I'm not going to do this side because I have a lot of leafage to do. This side, I only have a couple like things that are coming across over the background is what I'm thinking here. So let's just, let me try to, I hear you out there. Malibu wants in. I'll let her in before I do anything else because I'm not doing anything she can, get her little tail, get her little butt dirty. Okay, so now I will do this and then I'll move it and then I'll let her in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use, this is ice stickles. You can use any clear stickles, or if you want, you could use purple and gold stickles. I do have purple. Maybe I should use a purple. I'm going to reach over here. Let's see, do I have any purple? I think it's in this one. Let's see if there's anything in one of these. Some of these are quite old. I just keep this plastic container, my old, like 3 vacuum cleaners ago, 3 Hoovers ago, that came with a filter, and the filter came in this. So I kept these filter cases because my stickles fit in them perfectly. Now the vacuum I have now doesn't have any filters. It's like a container. All right, so what I'm going to do is let's test this out. Let's see how this purple. I don't know if there's enough in here, guys. Yeah, see, it's not wanting to come out. I don't even know if there's any in there. Okay, I'm not going to mess with that. I'll just go with the clear because it'll show through. Okay. The Hoover, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I can just go over the whole thing, the whole background, and then the color will show through. Again, don't do this stage around areas that you still have to color. Like I'm showing you now. Don't do that because you're going to try to have to color over stickles, and that's going to be, you can't. Okay, you can't color over stickles. But I want this to be my Christmas, and I might even go right off the edge. Hang on. Right along the outside edge. My Christmas Serene. And I'll do my best to photograph it. I might have to photograph it twice, once on an angle, so that you can see the stickles. So I'm just kind of doing some little swirls just to cover up the whole thing. Now I do have to remember that it was a watercolor base. And if I'm not careful, that can, if I scrape into it too much, that purple, which is a watercolor marker, which I don't even know where they are right now. Here. No, what am I doing with them? It's one of these, okay? This is watercolor. So if I start scraping into this too much, I can smear it. So we don't want to do that. Okay. All right. So yeah, that looks good. Reminds me of Alphonse Mood. Yeah, it does kind of look a little I'm trying to think of the period, the artistic period. It's not coming to me right now. It does. Munch, I think is how you say it. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. See how it just picks up the color underneath? So that's going to be good. Yeah, these are very inexpensive. You don't have to get You don't have to get the what do you call it? Stickles brand. There's all different kinds. Yeah, Muka, Alphonse Muka. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'm trying to think of the Art Nouveau. Thank you, Nancy. Art Nouveau. Yes, thank you. Period. Yeah, I have a clip art book on that. I don't know if I just put my hand on just so y'all can see. Let me look real quick. Let me just go right across them because I have a whole shelf of old clip art books, which those are great to color in too. All right, let's see. Oh, I'm not seeing it right off the bat. But I have a Art Nouveau clip art book somewhere. Okay. I know, right? The sparkle, right? And that's just, if you get the clear one, I mean, I have it all different colors. And a lot of these are running very low because I've had these for years, guys. Back, from scrapbooking and all. But, oh, do I have a favorite gel pen? Not really. The ones that Dina or Deanne, Jeannie R gave me, I'll show you those. They're really good. These right here. All right, let me move my little elf stuff off here. This right here, this set that she sent me, and they're U brands. They're not expensive. They're, budget friendly on Amazon. And this set comes with, well, I'll tell you what it has. 12 glitter, 9 pastel, 6 neon, 3 classic, and it comes in this case like this. So all these right here are glitter. These are plain. These are neon and pastel. So, and it's a nice little set. It's really inexpensive. I love these. I love the glitter ones. Okay, so anyway, I think I'm going to stop on this. I will finish this later. So I think I got a bulk of it done for you guys to have seen how I do. Let me put this back up there. Right. Yeah, I have the Art Nouveau clip art book. I mean, it might even be it might have been a color book at it's by Dover book. Dover was making color books before color books were color books. Hang on, Terry. I know you want to leave. You got 10 minutes. I know, terrible, right? Okay. I have to wrap this up so nobody complains that I didn't show enough or do enough. So I hope y'all like that. And again, it's from Serene. There's his real name, but he goes by Nick Filbert. So if you want to find him, you can find him on Instagram, Twitter. Now, I don't know if he's on Twitter, but Instagram and Facebook, he's Nick Filbert. And he's got many books out, and I love them. I love them so much, I bought a second Serene. You might give me 11 minutes. Okay. Gee, Terry. Gee, thanks. And the other thing I wanted to tell y'all, if you weren't here earlier, I do want to get back to working in the Baker's Dozen. Wendy Edelson and story by Aaron Shepard. We have worked in this a little bit last year. And so I do want to get back into this one. I went through and colored all the cookies. I don't know if it will for you, Terry. You don't even color. Terry, if it lives up to the hype, you don't even color, Terry. Girl. So anyway, the Baker's Dozen. And then this is the one that Jen Reading with Pug sent me. So I want to maybe do something out of this one for Christmas page. You guys are bad. So there's those two. All right. So again, the book I want to show you is what I was enabled by Dev, the modernist, colorist. Terry, so I'm going to get you coloring, girl. We're going to get you coloring. If I sent you a color book, Terry, would you color in it? Would you color it, Terry? And what would you use? Wait, before we go any farther, Terry has to answer my question. What would you use to color? If you were coloring in a color book, Terry, what would you use? Pencils, watercolor, what would you use? Send Terry a book, Alyssa. Oh my gosh, so bad. Okay, so here it is. I got the Albrecht Dürer coloring book. Now, I'll tell you why. The main thing that I wanted this book for, well, not the main thing, but back when I was in high school, I mean, I'd always colored. You would do watercolor base followed by pencils. I always, have done art all my life. I mean, in elementary school, I'd color, I'd draw, whatever. But when I was probably late junior high, early high school, I came across Albert Dürer. What do you call it? The other, now see, I should have wrote down all the pen and ink artists that when you get on stream and you're trying to go 10 tracks and to follow chat and do a project, you try to think back on things and it sometimes just slips your mind, guys. Hang on. Now I got to know. I have to know his name. Anyway, I love pen and ink and woodcuts that look like pen and ink, right? It's not pen and ink. I'll show you in a minute, but it's woodcuts that look like pen and ink. Let me go to, what is his name? Pen and ink. Oh, wait, cancel. I'm on the wrong thing. I'm going to go. I can so picture his work in my head, but I don't have his book. Pen and ink. Oh, hang on, guys. We'll get to the book in a minute. Pen and ink. I'm going to put in 1920, something like that. Why isn't it coming up? Come on now, Google. Where are you when I need you? Oh, hang on. Ink drawings. 19. No, I got a book on Gory. It's not Gory. I'll think of it in a minute, or it'll come up. If one of y'all will say it. It's not coming to my head, and I know I'm going to kick myself later. Because anyway, they're the reasons that I really got into art seriously. No, not Alfonso. No, I'm talking like 1920. 1920. I'm talking when I was in, not when I was in art in 1920, but what got me into really liking pen and ink in late junior high, early high school was Albrecht Dürer and this guy, but I can't think of his name. And it's just because I'm on camera trying to think, right? It's just not coming to me. Yeah, I didn't go to school in 1920. But anyway, I don't have his book. And it's not coming up just under pen and ink. And I could find it eventually. But let me just look at some images. One of them will come to, And they look kind of like this. They look kind of this style. Okay, they look kind of like, no, not Maxfield Parrish, although that's good too. No, y'all keep at it. As soon as you hit it, whoever hits it for me, I'll send them a happy mail. I'll send you an envelope of something. Just like I gotta get Barb W. She did Monday's guess, and I don't have her address, so I got to get Barb W. Barb W. No, not Aisha. No, not Bob Ross. That's ancient for you, faithful girl. Okay, here's a hint. It looks kind of like this style. Okay, Aubrey Beardsley. Louise got it. Okay, Aubrey Beardsley. Louise, you get a happy mail. Where's my Post-its? Thank you. Aubrey Beardsley. Oh, Aubrey Beardsley. Okay, so Louise guess. Louise, I need your address, Louise. Send me your address because I'm already having to hunt up Barb W. Okay, so Louise Davies, email me your address. You get a happy mail. Anyway, all that to say, I love the way the woodcuts, they just look that pen and ink style, right? Even though they're not actually, they're carved, they're carved. So anyway, I pulled this out to show you how, so this is some of the copies I made out of a library book at least 25 years ago. I made these copies at least 25 years ago. They're all beat up. And I have them in two sizes. So I have them in this size, 11 by, anyway, bigger than 8.5 by 11, 11 by 14. Anyway, so I have them in two sizes. I made these copies at least 25 years ago. And I've never colored them. And I could just make another copy and color them, right? I mean, it's just copy paper, right? It's just on copy paper. So I've had these for 25 years. So when I saw that Dev found a color book, I had to get the color book. So we're going to do a flip through the color book. I already started on, you remember me mentioning it before? Well, thanks. Yeah, I could not remember Aubrey Beardsley. I love Aubrey Beardsley, Albrecht Dürer, any kind of thing like this, right? Yeah, thanks, Pacola. Would you put it in for me? Yeah, email me and I'll send you a little something. Okay, so he already did a flip of this, but I'm going to do another one. Yeah, it is on Amazon. Thank you. Look at the inside. All right, I'll show you something y'all probably are all familiar with. Well, let me just find it in the contents. Hang on. Y'all probably are all familiar with this right here. Everybody's seen this before. The rhinoceros. Dev sources, so many unusual. I know, right, Sammy? So anyway, this right here is, very famous, as is his self-portrait when he was in his 20s, which, hang on, it was at the beginning, but there's another one in there too. So this is in here too. Everybody's familiar with this and familiar with this. And so see how it looks like, kind of pen and ink type thing. I'm going to read about it here. Just let me go back here to the cover. So anyway, his rhino is the page, the inside and outside covers. There's a name for that too. It's not coming to me. Sorry, guys. When you're on stream trying to do 10 tracks. All right. So let me go ahead and read a little bit of this. German Renaissance artist Albrecht Dürer, 1471 to 1528, is held up as perhaps the most significant artist of his time, particularly for his printmaking. The son of Nuremberg goldsmith, Dürer was introduced early to the tools in his father's trade, as he was expected, naturally, to become a goldsmith. When he was finally allowed to train as an artist, Dürer entered the apprenticeship with Michael Wohlgemuth, whose workshop created woodcuts for Anton Koberger, a local publisher and also Dürer's godfather. After 4 years and with this strong artistic foundation, Dürer left Wohlgemuth's studio and traveled throughout Europe, encountering artists whose influence would have a lasting impression on his work. By age 30, Dürer had already begun many of the works reprinted in this coloring book. Over the next few decades, he created woodcuts and engravings that revolutionized printmaking as the form of fine art. And I'll stop there. So, so engravings and woodcuts, but they have that, they look like pen and ink, right? So then here's the table of contents of the 50 pages, the 50 prints in here. And so I'm going to flip through them. And if you probably, well, let me see here. Let me put this color under there. We go. He did a lot of engravings of the apocalypse, the book of Revelation, a school of art lesson. Yeah. And so many of them, like here's the four horses, the apocalypse. They're different ones from the woman with the 12 star. I mean, there's just, if you've ever read the book of Revelation, then you'll know, you'll recognize a lot of these. Now, some of them have to do with the saints at the time, Saint Jerome, different things, different things of his time. But a lot of it has to do with the book of Revelation, story time. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to just do a flip here. And if I ever get TV show, I would narrate. I love to read. I mean, if I could, copyright free read everything, I would just read I'd have a whole reading show. I'd have a whole show just for reading. I love to read. I love to read out loud. So yeah, I would probably make a good audiobook voice recorder. So anyway, yeah. And when you come to it, there's one I've already started. So I've already started one. The paper quality is maybe it's not cardstock, but it's not create space. It's probably 60 weight. I need to get one of those calipers that Janet has. She can measure the weight of thickness of paper with her calipers. Janet, next time you're on a stream, you need to show that again. Those are the coolest things. They're little calipers that measure paper. But anyway, I'm saying it's probably 60 weight. It's thicker than copy paper, but it's not as thin like Create Space. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to flip through every page here. And when I get to the one I started, here it is. This is the one I've already started. So I started this one. It has, and I've done this with these gel pens, the glitter ones, the glitter gel pens. So all I've done is started the 7 golden candlestick and the sapphire throne. So that's all I've done. But let's see. There you go. See the glitter? There we go. I just started this one. And yeah. If you want to know what's going on here, then read Revelation chapter 1 and you'll see what's going on here. It describes this scene. That's where Durer got this, guys. He didn't just make this up. He got this from the book of Revelation. And so anyway, if you want to know what everything here means, this whole thing right here is in Revelation chapter 1. Janet has all the cool stuff. Yeah, she does. So again, guys, let me show you that. Look at that blue. Look at that blue. And the gold, actually, if I can capture the gold, because it's thinner. I mean, it's not as much. You can really see it with the blue, right? And that's with this and this. These colors from that set. So yeah, that's all I've done so far because I just got the book, came in yesterday. Oh, and the 7 stars in his hand there. I can't get any much closer, but there we go. See? It does, Faithful? Not me. Yeah, not me. We'll have to talk sometime, Faithful. Are you going to do the entire page in probably not. Because this is the scene in heaven. And I'll do the glitter in like that. But like this is John who had the vision, and he was a prisoner on Patmos, and he would have probably been in rags. So his rags, his clothes wouldn't have been glittery. They would have been like probably brown and gray. So I'm going to do him probably like he would be in brown and gray. See how it's all tattered and like, and he was been an old man, so he would have had white hair. So yeah. But I am going to do a lot of like stickles. Yeah, stickles. Yeah, I don't know if it would have been burlap. I'm not sure exactly the fabric du jour, but it wouldn't have been glittery. So okay, so let's keep going here. So I'm just going to keep flipping. So a lot of the the seven-headed dragon and all the the different, it's all symbolic, it's all in there. Now some of the like the Saint Jerome and in his self-portrait and the rhino, that's I don't know where he got those from. Right. Oh, thank you, Louise. Thank you. I just like to read a lot. Okay, so and again, the like this is the nativity. Let's go over here. Yeah, so this is just called the nativity. It's a wood cut. This one's a wood cut. So you know how we cut out our with our speedball carver in the rubber. Well, they would do this in wood and I don't know what kind of metals they had in 14 to 1500. Dee keeps her color book pages. Some she leaves in the book. Oh, I'm sorry. Was there a question on my color book pages? Thanks, Pacola. I missed it. Yeah, some I put in a binder. I won't take this one apart, but I would like to color. This is one of those books like I'd like to color the whole thing. He drew the rhino from a written description he received from a friend who saw one, but he never saw one himself. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, Christine. Thank you. I would like to write. Now, I don't want to write on the back side of the page because I don't want to take a chance that, any writing would go through. So if I wrote any notes about the pieces, like that's it, very, very interesting. And I would write that down about the rhinoceros, Christine. I'll probably just write it on a piece of, copy paper and just washi tape it in. I'll washi tape it on this side for notes to the pieces. The rhinos come in probably because the unicorn references in the Bible. No, Faithful, it could be, but from what Christine said, he drew the rhino because his friend had seen one. His friend had seen one and described it to him, and that's where he got why he wanted to draw the rhino. Although, yes, the rhino referenced to the unicorn, yeah, because it's a rhino has a unicorn. I mean, a unicorn. It has one corn, and it's on its toe. Now that's when we get into here. Let me show you here. Wait. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Let me go to my Facebook page because I just showed it. It just came up yesterday. No, I mean, hang on. Hang on. Come on. You like that? Yeah. Or we could talk about Terry's toe. I don't think she wants us to talk about her toe. But let me go to my Facebook page. Hang on, guys, because I showed. Come on, go away. Why won't that go off? Hang on, guys. I want to show. It came up from last. It came up as one of my memories, from here. Okay, so y'all remember when we did this last year on Christmas? Do y'all remember these? We drew these animals, and then I put the lights. Come on. I put the lights. Those are actual Christmas lights. Oh, stay. Those are actual Christmas lights behind them. So anyway, here. This is what's made me say, all right, so here's the rhino we did with the painted toenails. And it has a unicorn. But seriously, guys, we put a candy cane horn on it last year. So these are the ones, and these are huge, guys. These are big. These animals are as big as my desk. They look little here, but they're actually big. We did these on on stream, and that's all real Christmas tree lights all the way around. So I need, speaking of, see, this is one of those things that if I don't make it, I don't want to cook. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Very sweet. Yes, I do. Thank you.
Which one you want?
Both.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't want you to get me any. I want them to stay here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, this is one of those ones that came up on my Facebook. We were talking about it earlier. Came up on my Facebook memories. But if I don't go in here and edit the privacy to make it public, only my friends see it. Even though when I've posted the art, originally a year ago, I made it public. So you have to, if something comes up, if it comes up again, like in the memories, you have to, and you want it to be public, you have to go in and edit the settings for that particular piece. Okay. Hi, Charlotte. Anybody else popping in? Hi, Galena. All right. So let's keep flipping through the book. See, like this is, these are St. Jerome in, what they got? This one's St. Jerome in his study. Then St. Jerome in his cell. A monk's room was called a cell. And then St. Jerome in a cave. So these are St. Jerome, his interpretations of that, you know. Facebook is concerned about, yeah, right. Good one, Jerry. Okay, and so, and here he is in a cave, looking out at the crucifixion. So anyway, this kind of thing, along with Aubrey Beardsley and those type of pen and ink look, you know, these are woodcuts and prints and all that, but you know, they have that pen and ink look. I love, that's what really got me saying, oh, I want to do that. You know, like I said, and that was in late junior high, early high school, that I saw this stuff in a library book. Hi, Kia. So yeah, all different. So I do want to color all these, and there's the rhinoceros. Look at the details. So can you imagine carving your wood block, or carving your, like today where we would use the speedball rubber stuff? Can you imagine carving that detail? Look at that. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. What does she say anything, Galena, yet? I forget how old she is. Does she say mama, daddy, or anything like that yet? She's probably trying to say daddy. She's not trying to, unless she's just listening to me on. So funny. And then, like, let's see here. Let's go back to the contents. And I love that it's numbered. I like how they're all numbered. So yeah. And then this one's Adam and Eve here. Adam and Eve, the fall of, that's called the fall of man. Fall of man and Adam and Eve. And just so y'all know, on the Adam and Eve thing, you know, everybody blames Eve. And by the way, it doesn't say apple. It says fruit. It does not say apple. But everybody blames Eve for taking the bite of the fruit. You know, Adam was standing right there, right? He was standing right next to her when she did it. Did y'all know that? Okay. Oh, that's cute, Galena. That's cute. And then here's a bit of the Last Supper. I don't know if this is the full piece. I don't know if this is the full image that he did, or if there's more to it and it's cut off. I don't know. And love the armor. Look at that armor. Just look at that armor, guys. Look at that detail, that armor. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so, and anyway, here again, it looks like he slew. Did he slewed? Did he slayed? slayed a dragon. No, he slew a dragon. Anyway, let's see what this one's called. 28. Let's go back here. Number 28. St. George on horseback. It's an engraving. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what that is. But doesn't it look like a slain dragon down there? I mean, look at that. That can't be. That has to be a dragon, right? Of some kind. Bye, Jeannie. Thank you. All right, let's see here. So let's keep going. Let me just flip through. See, look at this. Oh my gosh, look at that fabric. Look at that fabric, guys. I mean, really, look at that fabric. Hi, Dot. We're looking through the book, the Albert Durer book, coloring book that I just got. Dev enabled me. I know, right? I mean, the detail. Now, the other thing that I would like to know is what is the original size of these? Is this, in fact, it has to be bigger, right? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't say. The engravings and wood cuts, what size they are. I'll have to look that up. I want to know the original size. Whatever it is, I'm glad it's dead. Faithful. Whatever. No, that's good. That goes in the wingnut book. I have to put that in the wingnut book. Can't write. I need a smaller pen or a bigger piece of Post-it here. Faithfulness. Whatever it is, I am glad it is dead. Durer book. Dragon. Okay, now that goes in the wingnut book here. For those of y'all don't know. So funny. This is the wingnut book. And what it is, I'm reaching for a pencil. This is when someone says something funny, like she just said. It goes in the wingnut book. It's just all Post-it notes of funny things that people have said that probably will mean nothing to anybody ever but us. And this is one of those things you had to be there. You had to be there to get what's going on here. But I have got hundreds of them. Like, all right, here's Terry Trouble said, Kitty NATO. That was kind of recent. Yeah, that was from the our altered book. But anyway, it's just all kinds of funny. Look how many they're stacked up. They're piled up. There's hundreds in here. I'm telling you. This is over the years. The Hellhound. Yeah, stars. It could be the Hellhound. But anyway, so this is the wingnut book. We're all a bunch of wingnuts. I have gone through some of it before, Jerry. Hi, APG Jamie. And it's not funny. Denise did that when she was here. She goes, let's go through this. What is this? And like I am crackle free. I don't know. Janet said, Ria's neck looks like mine. Does anybody remember what that was about? See, unless you remember, this is over 8 years, people, at least 7. 6 to 7 years. Yeah, maybe I don't remember when we made it, Julie. I don't think we made it in the first year. It probably was the second year. So 7 years. 7 years of nuttage. Wing nuttage. Yeah, you had to be there. Denise looked at it and goes, none of that makes any sense. So, and it's not going to make sense if you Anyway, I still write them down because I think they're funny at the moment. Okay, let's continue on. All right. Okay, so Pamela said the 4 Horsemen was originally 15.5 inches. Did it say inches? Okay, so this would have been 15. So let's see. Let me see how big my copies are that I made back when. Like this is. Let me see if I have the 4 Horsemen. Right? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's see. This is one of my copies that I made 25 years ago. Look, this is how, and it may be the original size. Let me get a ruler here. The book probably wasn't that big. I probably enlarged it on the copy machine at Kinko's. Okay, so let's see here. So 15 and a half long. All right, so it would have been bigger than this. This is, my copy is 14. So it would have been bigger than this. You like wing nuttage, Terry? So, yeah, it would have been bigger than this. 15 and a half, the original engraving. Okay, the cats are out there. All right, let me let them in. I'll let them in for a couple minutes because we're going to go pretty soon. Yeah. All right, come on in. Stay away from a coffee over here. All right. They'll be up here in a minute. I just got to keep them away from the cords because we don't want to get unplugged. So anyway, I love this book partly because it's sentimental to me to remember why I like to get into art back in, high school. No. Okay, got to get down. Going for the cords. I almost just knocked over my microphone. Okay. Yeah, it's dangerous while I'm streaming. Oh, okay. Ian said you're seeing a digital reprint of the original. The original would have been up to 21 by 14 centimeters. Okay, let's see. 8.5 by, okay, that's not as big as this. This is like 8.5 by 11. I'll have to go look it up. But anyway, I want to finish flipping. I'm going to flip. So here's the one I'm working on. Again, if you want to know all this, just read chapter 1 of Revelation. I think the sapphire's throne is described in Ezekiel. I have it written down. Look at the papers. You might have to look at Ezekiel, first chapter of Ezekiel, for the description of the throne, the color, but it's a sapphire throne. Like one sapphire. The throne's like one sapphire. Yes, the triple chin picture. I don't know what that is. Stars, triple chin picture. And again, all this is described. I can find references for y'all if y'all ever want to know, or you can look it up too. But you can find references to all the description of where he got this from out of the Bible. But then again, there's some like Saint Jerome, and I don't know what he was thinking. I have to look up why he did that. I'm not sure about the Saint Jerome stuff. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Sammy. And Sammy, I'm so glad you got Chip. And let me show that again real quick. Sammy has to go, but I want to show it again on Instagram. Sammy posted this picture. It is so stinking cute. Let me go to search here. Color. This picture right here that she took. Look at this, guys. Oh, let me turn the light down. She took this picture. So the portrait I did of Chip came in, and look, she took a photo with Chip and the portrait. This is on her Instagram. I can't get too much closer. It wants to fuzz up. It wants to pixelate. Oh, you're welcome, Terry Al. You're having to lay around. What's wrong with you, Terry? We got Katrina in the hospital. What's wrong with you, girl? Okay, Mama 4. So look. Isn't that the cutest picture? I love that. Okay, Terry, I got to give you a send-off. Hang on. Got to give Terry a send-off. Have a good day, Terry. But anyway, so thanks, Dev, for enabling me to buy this book. I love it. It just brings back so many. And again, I pulled out those copies I made. Now, copies I didn't make in high school. That was like only the copies I made were only like 25 years ago. And I probably came across a library book and said, oh, this reminds me of high school. So I made copies 25 years ago. And here we are 25 years even ahead. And I've got a color book on it. You're welcome, Terry. So, yeah. Just flipping back through. We've already done some of these here. I think this is where we left off. And here, I want to do this one too. I want to do this one. It would probably look so good, lightened a little bit. This is probably how dark it might have, the engraving might have been this dark. Well, I guess it is this dark. But I would be so, let me do something real quick. Hang on. I'm going to try something real quick, guys. Real quick. I know. Hang on. Camera. Okay, hang on just a second. Kind of like I did Janet's candy cane the other day. Hang on. I'm just going to crop him down. Let's crop him down without the words down here. Okay. The colors in this what? The colors in what, Noodle? Are you suggesting colors? All right, hang on. Contrast. Yeah, here we go. Wait till y'all see this. Let me sharpen it a little. Okay, let's go and shadow. Hang on. Put some highlight. Oh, this is looking really good. Hang on. One moment, guys. One moment. Okay, we'll stop at that. Oh, the page itself, it's not colored, Noodle. There's no color in it. What, are you telling me what colors to put in it? Okay, so now let's go over here. All right, look. There we go. So we could lighten it up like this. So here it is. Here's the engraving, and that's, that's what it looks like here on the engraving. So, see, with a little bit of contrast. Oh, you're talking about how he colored it? Oh, how he colored it? Oh, okay, Noodle. I didn't know what you meant. He was quite handsome for back in those days. Loretta. And see, he added the dates up here, and that's his signature. So what do y'all think about the book? Isn't it so cool, the detail? Is anybody else loving all this detail but me? And you know that this has got to be such an influence on so many artists. Like, some of the Art Nouveau things that you see of fairy tales and stuff, this could have been it. 1890s, 19 to 1920-ish, down in those days. I know, I love it. It just takes me back to why I liked, and again, this is not pen and ink drawings. They're engravings and woodcuts, but it has that's what drew me into pen and ink was this and Aubrey Beardsley and a couple others, but they're not coming to my mind right now. Oh, look at these whippets. I guess they're whippets or greyhounds. I think actually I think Dev said that too. I think Dev, when he was flipping through it, he goes, "Are those whippets or greyhounds?" I think he said the same thing. So yeah, Deb did a flip through of this as well on the Modernist Colorist. Somebody can put a link if you want. So anyway, guys, I wanted to surprise you with this book because I didn't know it was out there. I did not know this color book. Now I have a book of I have some of this in clip art books. There's all kinds of clip art of these things. And see, again, I want to do this. And www.pomegranate.com to see our full selection. So obviously they have more color books. He would have toned it using a mezzotint technique. Like what would have been, would that have been some kind of like printing it, like how we do 4-color printing? Like would he have to run it? How would he have done that, Ian? Do you know? Or would it just been tinted with like painting? Like with a brush painting? Yeah, it's also hardcover. Yeah, and then again, the inside cover and it's his rhino there, and it is a hardback. Well, it's board. It's a board back, you know. So yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed a little stroll through that book. And again, you can get it on Amazon. One of the girls put a link in there earlier, but just put in Albrecht Dürer coloring book, and it's by Pomegranate is the publisher. ISBN is 978-07-649-78548. So yeah. Oh, I missed what was wrong with Terry. Did anybody see Terry L? What was wrong with Terry L? She said she was in bed or resting. What did she say? Did anybody catch that? Oh, the artist would make the royal. Yeah. Yeah. Did anybody see what was wrong with Terry? I missed it. She didn't put it in caps. Oh, here we go. To remove scars, remove calcium. Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. I just scrolled back and saw it wasn't in caps, so I missed it. Have a look at, okay, let me write that down, Ian. I will write that down. Neccotin. Tint, is it tint though, right? Tint? Tint? Okay, yeah. I will look that up. Okay, so any questions or anything, guys? Again, this is what we worked on earlier out of Serene. We got this much pretty much done. I have not worked up in the fruit basket up there. And I did stickle the one side here. It was a little bit of something there. To erase that off. So I stickled one side just so you could see it glittery. And I'm going to do the other side too, but just so y'all could see that. So I will finish this. And oh, we got to 100 likes. Oh, thanks, Bacola. Thanks, guys. Y'all are awesome. We got 100 likes. Yeah, we had, well, I think we were up to, I don't know, we have 158 here now. So 58 of y'all did not leave me a like. What? No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. I'll go to streams and until the mod says something, when the mod will go, give the person a thumbs up when it's a live stream. I have to be reminded in a live stream. Now, when I go watch people's recordings, I'm just sitting there and it dawns on me. It dawns on me to give them a like. But when it's a live stream, I totally forget. I totally forget to give people a like. 110 likes. Thanks, guys. Oh, it's 119 now. Thanks, guys. Y'all are awesome. All right. I don't know if Joycey, are you streaming today, Joycey? I don't know. You too, Jamie. Gotta see. Yeah. Yes, I don't do, well, once in a while I'll do a musical interlude, Jamie, but not very often. Jamie, APG Jamie on her stream, she does musical interludes. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. Thanks, guys. All right. Bye.